work Mondays.
Say what?
Talk about a case of the Mondays.
Listen, I say we don't air this show.
What are you talking about?
As they say in Hollywood, the show must go on.
It's Monday Madness.
This is the show for you.
Let's go!
And now, Mike and Tricia mornings on today's Best Mix, 93.1 KISS FM.
So I finally got one of those spinner dealies. Have you heard about those spinners? The fidgets? Yeah.
Yeah, why would you get one?
Well, I didn't get one. My sister has one.
Did she confiscate it?
Nope. She actually bought it.
She bought it?
Yeah.
Why?
My sister has a terrible nervous habit of like tapping her feet and tapping her fingers and da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. And so she really likes that fidget thing. Uh-huh. And she brought it to breakfast yesterday morning, and it was, we were all completely fascinated with it. And it's really cool, but I don't know. I guess I just don't have that kind of, same kind of nervous energy. I wish I did, because then I'd have a better metabolism. Yeah. But, I just don't, but it's really cool. They're really neato.
What's the point of them? Like, what's the purpose?
They're supposed to take the place of that kind of nervous energy. It because you put it between your fingers, and then you spin it, and then it's got like a gyroscope effect, and they're really pretty.
So what is it, like hypnotize you?
Kinda, yeah. It's like it takes your mind off of the nervous thing, the nervous energy, the whatever.
So it helps you refocus on something else.
Yes. I guess I just don't have that because I'm.
Couldn't you just refocus on something else?
No, because I think they were originally designed for kids. I believe, I'm not completely sure, like autistic kids or ADHD kids or things like that they need to redirect.
Right. Yeah.
And so I think that's why they first came out.
Oh.
But now kids just think they're cool because they are. They're super cool.
Couldn't you just get a Rubik's Cube or something else? Couldn't anything else work that would refocus your attention?
I imagine, but I think
wouldn't be so noisy.
They're not noisy at all.
No. So why are schools trying to ban them?
I think because they're really cool. Because we had a table of 15 adults completely fascinated and going, "Ooh, let me see it! Ooh, let me see it!" So you can imagine little kids. So it was like, I can see where schools might have a problem with this because they're these cool little things, they're real pretty. They're real small. The couple that she had, they're real small.
So they do their job really well.
Yes.
No matter whether you have ADHD or not,
you
refocus on just that thing. Huh?
You totally refocus on it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I can see where schools have a problem with them.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, because you're not paying attention to what's going on if you're sitting there looking at this fidget spinner
Exactly.
thing.
And you're trying to see what it does. Like, you can balance it on one finger, and, you can set it on the table and you can spin it. And because it's a kind of weighty, it stays where it's put,
Yeah.
It's just, they're real interesting. I was real surprised. I wasn't prepared to be that impressed with them, but I kind of was. Yeah. And I was like, where do you get these?
Hey, couldn't get one of those, oh gosh, what are they called? It's on a long straw, and you spin it, and it's really colorful, and it looks like a flower.
Yeah, that you get it at Easter and stuff.
What do you call those things?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, those.
Sometimes they're
lawn
ornament types.
Yeah, you put them in your lawns.
Yeah, couldn't you get one of those and just spin that thing?
Well, yeah,
That's
but
also
it's
very
huge.
pretty.
But it's huge. It's not the pretty thing. I think it's the physical, having it in your hand thing. Because it's like a gyroscope.
Ooh, yeah. I have 9 of them.
You have 9
No,
of them?
I have 8 of them.
You do?
I don't math well, but yeah, I have 8 of them. Look, they're right here at the end of my hand.
No, dude. You don't understand.
I call these finger spinners.
No.
See, look, I'm spinning my fingers.
No.
Woo.
No.
Suddenly, my attention is on my fingers.
No.
Ooh, they look like snakes.
No.
When I do this.
No.
See? Look, there's 4 of them.
Don't do it to me. Do it to the camera. Lord.
See, they work.
No.
Circle with a C inside.
No.
Fidget spinners.
No, you don't.
No longer. You need the new Mike's Finger Spinners. Available now from Whammo.
Just $9.99.
Yes, that's $9.99.
You don't get it.
On sale now.
You don't get it. Whatever.
At stores nowhere. Mike's Finger Spinners. Woo! My fingers look like snakes. Hey, we just wrote my commercial. Thank you, Trish.
He totally did.
It's Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 KISS FM. The time is 5:51. Happy Monday.
Woo!
And now they're outside ready to buzz. It looks like you might be one of us.
Good morning. It's 6:01 at KSII and KSII HD1 El Paso. I'm Patricia Martinez with your KISS News Update brought to you by Upper Valley Urgent Care Center. It's 60 degrees. Nicole Gomez will have your complete forecast after the news. But first, let's take a look at your KISS commute with Charlie One.
Patricia, we have a couple of tight spots on the west side. Construction that's going on right now. And this update brought to you by First Light Federal Credit Union. When life's truly special moments come along, it's good to know that you come first at First Light. Visit online at firstlightfcu.org. Now, first of all, I-10 West at Rester was closed for overnight construction. That just opened up right now. I-10 West at Rester, you're still going to have some backlog of traffic right there. I-10 East at Mesa, however, that has not opened up. That's still blocked because of that overnight construction. I-10 East Mesa, they're still detouring the traffic there. That's due to open up real soon. That's what we get your KISS commute. Charlie One.
An off-duty Border Patrol agent is in serious condition after getting stabbed in the eye this weekend. The El Paso Police Department's Crimes Against Persons unit was called out to the 2300 block of Zaragoza about 2 o'clock Saturday morning and found the 31-year-old agent. Police officials say he was stabbed after the agent and another man got into a fight at the Valero gas station. The exact details of the crime scene were not released by the police because they said it was a very large crime scene. Police do have a suspect in custody, and he will be facing criminal intent murder, but the suspect's name was not released. And President Trump is in Israel on the second stop of his first foreign tour. He's scheduled to hold talks with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu, along with the president of Israel, was on hand to greet Trump as Air Force One landed on the tarmac. Trump flew into Israel from Saudi Arabia earlier today, and that's the first ever direct flight between the two countries. Netanyahu says that he hopes an Israeli leader will be able to fly from Tel Aviv to Riyadh one day in the future. The White House has said that Trump will talk about the Israeli-Palestinian peace process and reaffirm the U.S. alliance with Israel while he's there. He's also scheduled to visit the West Bank and meet with Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas. It's 67 degrees at 6:02. Let's take a look at your KISS weather forecast with ABC 7 Storm Tracker Nicole Gomez.
Good morning. The temperatures will warm up again this afternoon, but we will be under partly cloudy skies. A 10% chance for showers in the forecast and winds out of the west to southwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Your forecast high for this afternoon, 92 degrees. Overnight, we're under mostly clear skies. We'll drop down to the 60s. I'm ABC 7 Storm Tracker Nicole Gomez on 93.1 KISS FM.
It's 6:04. That's your KISS News Update brought to you by Upper Valley Urgent Care Center. The fastest route to healthy living is visiting Upper Valley Urgent Care Center for your checkups on your terms, on your time. No appointments necessary. Upper Valley Urgent Care when it's urgent, but not an emergency. I'm Patricia Martinez for 93.1 KISS FM.
The Chainsmokers.
Woohoo!
Yeah, did you watch any of the Billboard Music Awards last night?
I didn't.
Here, let me play a clip. It's a montage of last night's winners.
Okay.
You'll hear the Chainsmokers come up more than once.
For top social artist,
BTS!
and the winner of the Billboard Chart Achievement Award presented by Xfinity is 21 Pilots. For top country song, Florida Georgia Line. For top country artist, Blake
Shelton.
For top collaboration, the Chainsmokers feature Halsey.
For top 100 song of the year,
Chainsmokers.
Wow.
For top male artist,
Drake.
For top Billboard 200 album, last name ever, first name Drake.
for top artist. Ladies and gentlemen, he has broken the record for the most Billboard Music Awards in a single year. Drake.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of Chainsmoker and a lot of Drake yesterday.
Good for them.
Yeah. But you know one thing I noticed, though? They recognize the music, but the billboards, not so much.
What do you mean?
Well, they call it the Billboard Music Awards.
Oh, no.
What up with that?
Don't do it. Just resist.
Huh?
Don't do it.
Why didn't the billboards get any props?
I don't know.
It was all about the music.
Right? What is up with that?
False advertising, man. Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of it, although I did see the beginning of the program.
Mm-hmm.
It started off with Nicki Minaj.
Okay, I heard about that.
Yeah, she did one of her songs with Lil Wayne. And I got to tell you, man, next to Nicki's backside, Lil Wayne looked even littler.
Lord.
No, for real, look it up online. You'll see.
Okay.
I think you'll agree.
Okay.
I think you'll agree. At any rate, the Chainsmokers had a really good night.
Yes.
Speaking of smokers, Snoop Dogg was there too.
Oh, my.
It's 6:13. It's Mike and Tricia
I
mornings.
see what you did there.
Thank you. Because, the first one you missed. The first one went like...
I did? Which one?
The one about the billboards?
I did not.
Yeah,
I got it.
It was just like...
It eventually came back around. It did. It did.
That's right. That's what you call Mikey's patented boomerang humor. It'll eventually come back around. It's 6:14. It's Mike and Tricia mornings. Hang on. More of today's best mix is on the way. And the 3 things you need to know. 3 things people are talking about this morning.
Hey, kid. 1 Kiss FM.
And now it's time for...
Three things you need to know
This morning.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, first thing you need to know about is that people are really upset about 2 long-time El Paso bars getting closed down. It's part of 6 bars that got closed down by the TABC for alleged drug selling. The 2 bars that are getting the most play on social media are the Brass Asp and Twins at Montana and like the Bassett area, basically. They've been there forever.
Yeah, they have.
Forever and ever. But sadly, they were 2 of the ones that were closed down because of the alleged drug dealing. And people are just like, whatever, it's been there forever. Who cares? Nothing bad ever happened there, Like,
well, other than the drug dealing.
Well,
but,
yeah, kind of the illegal stuff going on there. But it's really weird to drive past there and not see that.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Now, are they closed for good?
For good.
Forever?
Forever and ever. Forever?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what happens.
So are they saying then that the bar owners knew what was going on?
I believe that's the gist of the story.
Because, they just single out employees.
Yeah.
They don't really say that, that management had a lot to do with it or any of that.
Well, I would imagine that if they're closing a bar down, and I think they took away their liquor license.
Yeah, that I read, yeah.
Yeah, so, that's the owners.
Yeah, without a liquor license, you can't have much of a bar.
Well, no. Yeah. So, and I mean, it's just very weird to not see those there.
Right.
Because, I mean, I grew up in that area and they've always been there.
Right.
So very strange, very strange. The other thing that's getting a little bit of play online, well, actually a lot of play, is this video of this little girl who got pulled off a pier into the water by a sea lion.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I did see it.
It is unreal.
Check it out. Let me play the clip. You're going to hear a little talking, and that's the family. That's standing around. They're watching a sea lion that's like near them, right? And then you're going to hear a bunch of screaming, and that's just after the little girl turns her back and she sits down. And as soon as she sits down, the sea lion grabs her. Check it out.
He's like, I'm bigger than you. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Then some guy jumps in, I guess her father, and pulls her out immediately.
Oh, right.
Whoa.
Are you alright? Are you alright? You're not injured? You're good? Okay.
Yeah. That's the father saying, no, he's okay. He's not injured.
And those things eat meat.
Oh, my gosh. And it was so fast.
Yes. Those things eat fishes. So it's not like they're,
Well, experts think that her white dress is what did it. The
Really?
little girl was wearing some white top or something or another, and some experts are saying that maybe the sea lion confused that with food. And plus, people feed them all the time.
Yes. Yeah. So they don't have any fear of them.
So, so...
Like
I don't know.
When we
I
went to
don't know.
San Diego, and I mean when we went to San Francisco,
Right.
They were everywhere, all over this
Oh,
one
absolutely.
pier. And you get too
Absolutely.
close, and the people who like have the pier, they're like,
Right.
don't get that close.
Yeah, so that's what experts think. I think the sea lion's just an ass.
Moving on. Then the next thing everybody's talking about is apparently there are some parents who are finding out that EPISD charges $15 to return a child's cell phone if it's confiscated from their class.
Oh, really? Why?
Because they can.
What is
apparently.
it, like a storage fee?
I guess. I don't know. And I don't know what the money is used for either.
Uh-huh.
That's my question.
Who found that out?
KVIA did a story on it.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, apparently some kid's mom called the station and whatever, and they were like, did you know that this is going on? Well, it's in the student handbook.
Is it?
So it's one of the rules.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now, whether you like the rule or not is neither
That's
here
right.
nor there. It's
No.
a rule.
Right, yeah.
And you have to sign the student handbook.
And if you don't read what you sign,
It's
well,
your
then,
own fault.
bad
Yeah.
on you.
But my question isn't, why do you charge $15? I mean, charge what you want. That's up to you.
No, my question is, why do you charge $15?
Why do you charge $15? And what do you use it for?
Like, what is it? Is it a storage fee? Like, what is the fee for?
Yeah, and what does it get used for? At the end of the year, I imagine there are quite a few kids who get their phones taken.
Sure.
And I imagine there's a bunch of $15 charges adding up. So
Right.
where does that money go? Is it a big pizza party for
Yeah,
everybody at
yeah.
the end of the year? What's the deal? Can I get invited? Because I like pizza. Is there beer? I'll bring some
I don't
beer.
know, man. Did anybody ask? Or
No,
is
they
it one of
didn't
those
ask.
typical TV things where they don't ask the right questions?
Nobody asked. Nobody said, okay, so yeah, it's in the handbook. All right, well, we'll give you that.
Sure.
If you don't read what you sign, plus okay.
Exactly.
But what are you using the money
I
for?
know. I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Especially if it is a pizza party.
I know, right? Because I mean, we could, like, I want to go.
627. Those are the three things you need to know. Three things people are talking about.
This spring, pour on the color and protection with Earthgrow Colored Mulch at the Home Depot. Right now, 4 bags are just
That's a look at your kids' commute. Charlie, what?
Employees of the Socorro Independent School District will be getting a 3% raise next school year. Officials say the district will also dip into its rainy day fund for about $10.5 million to pay for one-time purchases like new classroom furniture, but they said those employee raises will not be funded with money from the district savings account. With the raise, beginning teachers at SISD will make about $48,000 annually. It's an increase of about $1,200 from last year's starting pay. Substitute teachers, student workers, seasonal lifeguards, and co-op coaches are not eligible for the raise. The president of the Socorro chapter of the American Federation of Teachers said one of the best things about the raise is that the employees that make the least money, like cafeteria monitors, were included this time around. Last week, the Sled Independent School District Board of Trustees approved a 2% raise for full-time employees, and the El Paso Independent School District has also discussed giving employees a 3 to 5% raise to remain competitive with neighboring districts. And a congressman who called for President Trump's impeachment says he's gotten voicemails threatening to lynch him. Texas Democrat Al Green played recordings of the voicemails at a town hall in his Houston district over the weekend. The Houston Chronicle reports that the voicemails included death threats, vulgar language, and racial slurs against the congressman, who is African American. Green told MSNBC that there were extreme security measures in place for the town hall. He called for Trump's impeachment during a speech on the House floor last Wednesday. Green also accused the president of obstructing justice by firing former FBI Director James Comey. It's 6:33. It is 67 degrees. Let's take a look at your KISS weather forecast with ABC 7 Storm Tracker Nicole Gomez.
Good morning. A slight chance for showers in the forecast this afternoon at 10%. We're in the 90s for today. And expect west to southwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour, occasional gust around 30. Tonight we'll drop down to 67 degrees. Expect windy conditions under mostly clear skies. I'm ABC 7 Storm Tracker Nicole Gomez on 93.1 KISS FM.
It's 6:34. That's your KISS News Update brought to you by El Paso Community College. Success starts at El Paso Community College. Enroll today. Visit epcc.edu. I'm Tricia Martinez for 93.1 KISS FM.
I got a condo in Manhattan.
Now, Mike and Tricia Mornings. Happy Monday.
Woo.
So I'm working on the list of graduations, right? The ceremonies.
Uh-huh.
Because pretty soon there'll be another reason to avoid Mesa by UTEP, and not just all the construction.
Right.
But I realized it was that time of the year when I read over the weekend about that prank, so-called prank, at East Lake High.
There was a prank?
Yeah. Some dude or somebody, well, I think it was a guy, but who knows, he was wearing a helmet, drove down the East Lake High School hallway in a motorbike.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, just zoom down.
How did I not see that?
I don't know how you missed it.
Oh my God.
I don't know how you missed it. It happened Friday, supposedly.
Huh.
During lunch period, the first lunch period.
Oh my God.
I know, right? I know. And so that's pretty much all we know at this point. I don't know if anybody was apprehended.
Where was that reported?
I don't know, one of the Facebook pages.
Oh, okay.
One of the television stations. Somebody sent somebody a video or something like that. Some kind of a Snapchat kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and so of course, we have to wonder if this is going to be the last senior prank we're going to hear of this year.
God.
Or is this just the beginning? Because there's usually one a year that makes the news.
Well, remember last year it was somebody putting soap in the fountains at Farrah.
Was that a prank? That was a senior prank?
I think that ended up being a senior prank.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't recall that. I mean, I recall the soap suds.
Right.
But I don't recall what time of the year it happened or if it was a prank or not. That I don't remember. I do remember a couple of years ago, 2015, and I forget what school it was, but if you recall, they released rabbits.
Yes.
They released rabbits. And so there was, of course, that story went viral because, somebody had tweeted out a photo of the security guard putting a rabbit in a trash can.
Right.
And harumphing to PETA.
Yeah.
And so it went viral, and, of course, it made the news. But, I mean, I don't know. When we were in school, senior pranks since the beginning of time.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Sure.
It's nothing new. Senior pranks, nothing new. But, are they getting worse, or were we just lame? Back in our day.
I think they're getting worse. I think we were lame, but I think they're getting worse because kids have more guts.
Yeah.
Because they have phones.
Yeah.
Because there's no point in doing a senior prank if it's not going to go viral.
Right.
Or somebody's not going to, at the very least, get a bump on their Facebook or their Insta.
Sure,
Come
yeah.
on.
But you're pretty much outing yourself. I mean, when you put videos up.
Okay, how many times do we do stupid crime stories about people who
Yeah, who'll taunt the police on
Yes,
Facebook.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Catch me
kids,
if you can, and they do.
and they do. And
Yeah.
but kids, they're like, yeah, whatever. What's the worst that could happen? Well, there's lots of things that could happen. But they don't really think about that.
Well, if this person is found, then there's a possibility that if the person is the student, because at this point, we don't know if the person even went to that school or what. It could have been anybody.
Sure.
Really. Then that person will not be allowed to walk.
Yeah.
Graduation, or there could be charges filed against that person.
Eek.
Depending on, what they consider a crime.
Right, exactly.
So I don't know. That's where it was at this weekend. If anybody knows any more, if anybody knows who the person was, or if the person is in fact a student, or if that person has been found out, we'd love to hear about that at 880-9393.
We have a silly phone.
We do, exactly. Yeah, we can change your voice.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know who you are.
You don't have to give us your name or anything like that.
Absolutely not. But I'm curious if anything past what we know from this weekend has been found out. Because, the school districts, of course, won't talk about it.
No.
Because, it's an issue they won't discuss.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Other than to say that either the person will not walk or will be arrested or both, depending on the circumstances or what they find out.
Yeah.
But if you know any more, 880-9393. It's Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 KISS FM. It's 6:45 now.
Okay, so the party starts at 9 West.
9 o'clock? Yes.
And
News update is on the way. But first, though, let's get a talking topic going.
Okay.
We were talking about the prank at East Lake High School over the weekend on Friday. I believe it happened during lunch period. Somebody drove a dirt bike down the hallway. And, boy, man, at this point, as far as I know, nobody's been caught. But imagine if this person is found out.
Eek.
School district says that the person will not be allowed to walk at graduation and may even get charges filed against him or her.
Right.
Right? Depending on what is found out. Boy, when you look back, that's got to be probably this person's dumbest move.
Well, potentially, it could be.
And we all have a list of stupid things that we did when we were in school.
Sure.
We want to know about the dumbest thing, your number one thing, that you would say, boy, that was the dumbest move I pulled in high school.
Yep.
880-9393. It's Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 KISS FM. Dumb high school moves. The number one dumbest move you pulled when you were in school.
Get to JCPenney and celebrate savings at our Memorial Day sale. Save up to 35% with...
And now, back to Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 KISS FM.
We're talking dumb high school moves. 880-9393. Hello, Anonymous.
Good morning.
Of all the dumb things you did when you were in school, what is the number one dumbest thing on your list?
Oh gosh, the super number one thing is taking a bottle of vodka in my band hat for even the thought of me saying this is really dumb.
Did you get
but
caught?
I took it on the bus and we had a good time. Luckily, I did not get caught.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
See, that's the cool thing about band hats. You can't have a whole bottle in them.
Well, it was a little bottle, but it was really a cute bottle.
Yeah.
It was so adorable. It was just darling.
It was.
It is such a girly thing to say, Anonymous.
I know, right? We did the same thing, only we went to the park.
You know, the little vodka bottles with that little bear?
Yeah.
I remember those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Annie, I did the same thing. We went to the park because I went to Burgess. And we went across the street to Ponder Park, and we were supposed to be. It was like one of the standardized testing days, and we were supposed to be like in school, but for some reason, this little group of people that I hung out with, we didn't have that test, and so we all snuck off school grounds to Ponder Park, and we drank, and then we came back to school, and man, we got busted by one of the teachers. It was so bad.
Someone who could smell?
Hello, and somebody who had like eyes.
Right.
You know? Oh man, we got in so much trouble.
Yeah. How did you get from keep from getting caught, Annie?
We drank it, first of all. You know, we drank it while we were on the bleachers, and then someone just threw the bottle under the bleachers, and but you know what? It wasn't that much fun because I was so scared.
I know, right?
Super scared.
I know, yeah.
Right.
Everyone else was having fun, and I was so nervous.
Yeah, that'll harsh your hide, that's for sure.
Totally.
Okay, Annie.
Thanks, Annie.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
880-9393.
Don't try that at school. Don't try that at school,
high school move that you ever pulled.
Good morning. It's 7:01 at KSII and KSII HD1 El Paso. I'm Tricia Martinez with your KISS News Update brought to you by ADT. It's 67 degrees. Nicole Gomez will have your complete forecast after the news. But first, let's take a look at your KISS commute with Charlie 1.
Tricia, we have a total spot on the west side. This update brought to you by Jump It Up Party Hall, Pelicano and Goodyear. Waterside Barbecue Grill Area, movie theater, outdoor picnic area, indoor and outdoor jumping balloons starting at $295. Call to reserve your party 590-9965. Jump It Up Party Hall, Pelicano and Goodyear, next to Texas Custom Body and Paint. I-10 West at Sunland Park on the west side. Here we have a stalled car, but that's on the right lane, no shoulder to go to here, so that's causing a slowdown. I-10 West at Sunland Park. Also, there are closures going on. Downtown D's in effect still. Stanton and Oregon remain closed to all traffic between Yandell and Wyoming. Also, lane restrictions remain in place on Yandell and on Wyoming. And another lane closure that's going on right now. Stanton remains reduced to single northbound lane between Yandell and Cincinnati. That's in effect right now. That's Look at Your Kids Commute, Charlie 1.
An off-duty Border Patrol agent is in serious condition after getting stabbed in the eye this weekend. The El Paso Police Department's Crimes Against Persons unit was called out to the 2300 block of Zaragoza around 2 o'clock Saturday morning, and that's when they found the 31-year-old agent. Police officials say that he was stabbed after the agent and another man got into a fight at the Valero gas station. The exact details of the crime scene were not released by the police because they said it was a very large crime scene. Police do have a suspect in custody, and he is facing criminal intent murder charges, but the suspect's name was not released. And Sunday is the worst night of the week for people with sleep problems. Researchers say that maybe because we stay up typically later on Friday and Saturday nights, and then we sleep later in the mornings, then we have trouble getting back on the routine on Sunday because, we're just not tired. They said that Thursday night is the best night for sleep. It's 7:02. It is 67 degrees. Let's take a look at your KISS weather forecast with ABC 7 Storm Tracker Nicole Gomez.
Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Slight chance for showers in the forecast today with a high of 92 and windy for this afternoon. Tonight, we're under mostly clear skies. We'll drop down to 67 degrees with west to northwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. We will see a slight drop in temperatures Tuesday afternoon, all due to a cool front that will move into the area. I'm ABC7 Storm Tracker Nicole Gomez on 93.1 KISS FM.
It's 7:04. That's your KISS News Update, brought to you by ADT, protecting what matters most for over 140 years. ADT, it's more than a sign in your yard. It's 24/7 monitoring for your peace of mind. Visit ADT.com. I'm Tricia Martinez for 93.1 KISS FM.
Mike and Tricia mornings on today's best mix, 93.1 KISS FM.
Dumb high school moves. We've all pulled them. We've all pulled them. Inspired by the person who drove a dirt bike down the East Lake High School hallway this past Friday.
Yep. I've been looking on our Facebook pages on the Mike and Tricia and the KISS El Paso to see if maybe somebody had posted something.
Yeah.
Messaged us or something.
Yeah.
Not so far, but
yeah, because I would like to know more. I'd like to know, because on Friday, they didn't know who this person was.
Right.
They were not even sure if the person was even a student, just that somebody drove a dirt bike down the hallway.
Yeah.
To the cheers and clapping of whoever was in the hallway at the time.
My.
Oh, and I also read that, and this was just one line, but apparently there was also a food fight.
Oh, man.
Yeah. There wasn't
and
much
this
about.
Is all at East Lake?
Yeah, there wasn't much discussion about that, other than there was a line from some student who said something about a food fight going on, and it happened during lunch period A, which was cut short.
Right.
Right. So at that. As far as I know, that's the last of it, was that, this person had done that. They didn't know who it was as of Friday. So I'm curious for an update if anybody knows.
Yeah.
What's the word on the street? 880-9393. But potentially it could be a dumb move. If this person is found, then that person, first of all, according to the SISD spokesperson, this person won't be allowed to walk at graduation if he or she is a senior. And secondly, there could be charges filed against this person.
Yeah.
So it could potentially be a dumb move. And we've all done some dumb things in high school, but we want to know about the dumbest move, the number one dumbest thing that you did when you were in high school. 880-9393. Mike and Tricia mornings on 93.1 KISS FM.
Imagine a store that lets you...
The meme page called East Lake Meme.
Uh-huh.
Memes?
Memes?
And they have the video on there. They have all kinds of funny stuff.
Okay, but I'm on here, but I'm...
About the school.
But I'm not...
Yeah, somebody emailed us that. Somebody messaged us some of those videos, right? But I guess we're looking for like an update. Like what do you know what has happened since Friday? Like, do you know if the person has been caught? Do you know if the person was a student?
Not as of yet. And yeah, my daughter says it's a student.
It is a student. Your daughter knows, or your daughter thinks, or that's the word on the street. That's the word on the East Lake hallway street.
Exactly.
Yeah, that the person is a student.
Is that person a senior?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
See, because that's a problem, because if they get caught, they won't be allowed to walk.
Right.
Yeah.
And
but if they don't know, it doesn't really...
Well, that's true.
Well, yeah, I mean, unless they get caught,
Yes, somebody would have to rat the person out.
Right. Okay.
But is it well known who this person is? Like, because word travels fast.
The students know, but they're not going to say nothing.
Nobody's going to rat this person out. Nope. Like not even the teacher's pet.
Nope.
No, huh?
Because you know what they say about snitches.
That's right.
Everybody wants to walk.
I heard what happens to them.
I know.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, but so Annie,
have a nice day.
Are they planning any other pranks?
Hello?
Hey,
yeah,
Annie. Are they planning any other
pranks? I
pranks?
gotta go. You have a nice day.
Oh, she can't talk anymore. Okay. All right. That's cool. That's cool. We learned what we need to learn. So
it's a senior.
Supposedly. Allegedly. The person is a senior. And everybody knows who it is. No one's going to rat the person out.
Nobody's talking.
7:21. It's Mike and Tricia mornings on KISS.
Hey, Laura. Okay, so tell us about your dumbest high school thing. Whoops. Hey, Laura.
Laura, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so mine was going and drinking in a park and going back to school and getting caught.
What about yours? Your number one dumbest thing on your list of dumb high school moves?
The number one dumbest thing I did was I was hanging out with this girl. We were best friends. And she says to me, hey, let's ditch school. We're in high school now. High school kids do this. And I'm like, cool, let's try it. So we live in the Northeast, and our school is way over out at Zaragoza. So I don't even know where we thought we were going to go because neither one of us had a car. So we leave our school that's over by Zaragoza, and we're walking up and down the streets of George Dieter, Yarborough. Just up and down. No clue where we're at or where we're going. We just kind of have an idea. We end up way over by Cielo Vista Mall.
Oh, man.
And we were so exhausted that we sat there and waited for our bus to come and pick us up. So when our bus came, he actually let us on the bus. We drive out to the Northeast, and when we get there, our principal, our parents, everybody is sitting there staring at us with their arms crossed.
I love it.
It sounds like there was some foot tapping going on as well. Oh, no. Why didn't y'all give up earlier?
Well, we had already left. We would have to go back.
Yeah, but
and then we'd have to tell them that we did. No way.
But when you guys,
we were at least going to get away with that.
When you guys realized that you didn't know where you were, why didn't you just, or were you so lost you couldn't have even found your way back if you wanted to?
They couldn't have made
it
back.
What?
It was
I think that is true too. We were so exhausted, and there's just no turning back. You know that point where
I feel you, girl.
No return.
I feel you exactly.
It's true.
Exactly. Yeah, you're past that middle point, man. That you just have to keep going forward.
Oh, girl.
All right, Laura. Thanks for calling. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
It's Mike and Tricia mornings on 93.1 Kiss FM. The time is now 7:23.
Unwind, de-stress.
Good morning. It's 7:32 at KSII and KSII HD1 El Paso. I'm Tricia Martinez with your KISS News Update. It's 67 degrees. Nicole Gomez will have your complete forecast after the news. But first, let's take a look at your KISS commute with Charlie 1.
Tricia, a couple of trouble spots. Also, we'll check the major roadways on that congestion. This update brought to you by Via del Mar I-10 and Yarborough lunch menu from 11 to 4. Monday to Friday from 6:99. Via del Mar on the west side, 5660 North Mesa. Trouble spot that we have, first of all, is Lee Trevino and Montwood. We have a crash here on the east side. That just happened in PD. Just driving at the scene right now. That's Lee Trevino and Montwood. Also, on the west side, I-10 west at Sunland Park, we have a stall car. That's on the right lane. No shoulder to go to there. So there is slow up. Not too bad, though. And the traffic congestion right now is Loop 375 south at Montwood. That is already stacked up. Stacked up already US 54 south at Diana. Traffic building I-10 east at Sunland Park. That's a look at your KISS commute. Charlie 1.
Employees of the Socorro Independent School District will be getting a 3% raise next school year. Officials say the district will also be dipping into its rainy day fund for about a $10.5 million one-time payout for things like classroom furniture, but the employee raises will not be funded with money from the district's savings account. With the raise, beginning teachers at SISD will be making a little over $48,000 annually, that's an increase of about $1,200 from last year's starting pay. Substitute teachers, student workers, seasonal lifeguards, and co-op coaches are not eligible for the raise. The president of the Socorro chapter of the American Federation of Teachers told KFOX that one of the best things about the raise is that the employees that make the least amount of money, like cafeteria workers, were included this time around. Last week, the Sled Independent School District Board of Trustees approved a 2% raise for full-time employees. And the El Paso Independent School District has also been discussing giving their employees a possible up to 5% raise to remain competitive with neighboring districts. And President Trump is continuing his first overseas trip since taking office. He's left Saudi Arabia and is now in Israel, where he will turn his focus to the Middle East peace process. Today he's in Jerusalem, where he's visiting the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem's Old City, as well as the Western Wall. Tonight he sits down with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu a day before meeting with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. Tomorrow he will lay a wreath at the Holocaust Memorial and visit the Israel Museum, where he'll deliver what the White House calls a speech celebrating the unique history of Israel and the Jewish people. It's 7:34. It is 67 degrees. Let's take a look at your KISS weather forecast with ABC 7 Storm Tracker Nicole Gomez.
Good morning. The temperatures will warm up again this afternoon, but we will be under partly cloudy skies. A 10% chance for showers in the forecast and winds out of the west to southwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Your forecast high for this afternoon, 92 degrees. Overnight, we're under mostly clear skies. We'll drop down to the 60s. I'm ABC 7 Storm Tracker Nicole Gomez on 93.1 KISS FM.
It's 7:34. That's your KISS News Update. I'm Tricia Martinez for 93.1 KISS FM.
93.1 KISS FM.
That's video of the dirt bike zipping down a hallway at Eastlake High School. It's actually video of people videoing people watching it on their cell phone.
Right.
Who had videoed it.
Yes.
And so the person you hear, I guess you would call that a chortle?
A chortle, possibly, yeah.
Is somebody watching video of the video that was videoed. And then here's another one that was sent to us. It looks like the person drove down more than one hallway. Because the hallway looks different. And here you can see it coming from a distance. There it goes.
Oh my.
Now, this supposedly, allegedly, according to some of our callers, happened during the first lunch period. So the hallways are relatively empty, but there are still people walking down the hallways.
Right, you can see.
In fact, in the first video of the video that was videoed, and has people watching the video.
Right.
There are a lot of people that are standing alongside the hallway.
A number of people, yeah.
And they're all videoing.
Right.
So that could be the video that we see of people watching the video as it's being videoed. So this happened Friday at Eastlake High School. It's being described as a senior prank. That's what several of our callers have told us, that it was the senior prank.
Well, yeah.
So let me ask. Okay. Harmless prank or dangerous stunt? Which side do you fall on? And if the person is found out, because according to a caller, everybody knows who it is.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who that student was. And yes, it was a student, they're saying. It wasn't just
a
like
senior.
Random person.
Right.
Yeah, we had
it's a senior.
We've had several people call and say, "Yeah, we know who it was, and it was a senior."
And nobody's going to out
but
that person.
No one's going to rat him out because, as Tricia pointed out, everybody knows what happens to snitches.
Or so I've heard. I watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah, you do. So, and second question, if the person is found out, what should happen to him?
Or her.
880-9393. Or her, that's right.
We don't know.
That's right.
We don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
What should happen to this person? Officials already say that if they find out who it is, that person will not be allowed to walk. What do you think? 880-9393. It's Mike and Tricia Mornings.
Mornings on 93.1 KISS FM.
Watching the video of the guy motorcycling down the hallway at Eastlake High School, which is in Far East El Paso. It's part of the Socorro Independent School District.
Hey, Andy Anonymous.
What's going on?
Look at that.
We don't even have to
deep voice.
We don't even have to disguise his voice.
Okay, so the big question this morning is, are you a parent? You're clearly not a student.
No, I'm a parent.
Okay, so what's the word on the street about this motorcycle thing?
Okay, well, that apparently this was planned, but only a certain handful of people knew. Apparently the driver of the motorcycle is a male student. He is a senior. And that apparently they have either the license plate number of the motorcycle or the license plate of the vehicle that the motorcycle was transported in. So right now the school district is investigating that.
Yeah.
But that the hall that he did go down, one of my daughters has class
on that hall, and she said he's lucky he didn't wipe out because that hall is very, very slippery.
I was going to say, school hallways are real shiny, real slick.
Yeah.
I was real surprised that kid made it down the hallway.
Yeah, I think all it would have taken was some student who was in the wrong place at the wrong time, was maybe walking by, and the guy would have to brake or something, and that could have been a huge wipeout.
That apparently there is somebody who did snitch, who is giving out information to authorities at the school, and apparently it's a freshman.
Oh
no, that's gonna be a long school year next.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long next 3 years.
Yes, it is.
They're very like tight on security right now with the kids. Like they're not allowed to take backpacks anymore. If you're caught with a bag, they're going to confiscate it.
Now, is this after the motorcycle incident or before?
This was after the motorcycle incident.
Okay, because they're not messing around.
It's like I told my girls, I'm like, I understand it's a prank and everything, and it's funny, and it takes a lot of cojones to do something like this, but and then my daughter's like, but it could have caused an accident, and I thought it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, look, it is funny. I mean, let's be honest. You see that bike going down the hallway, you're like, dang, man.
It's definitely epic.
Right, exactly. And it's like something that, 30 years from now, they're going to be sitting around drinking beer going, dude, can you imagine you pulled that off?
Yeah.
Or how much trouble you got in or whatever.
Right.
But honestly, really, it could have been bad.
Yeah.
It really could have been.
Yeah, it could have gotten worse, but good thing it didn't. But
Yeah. The good thing is that person may, depending on, how this thing shakes out, 30 years from now, know exactly when his life went wrong.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
They're like, I can pinpoint it to almost the second.
A lot of us are like, man, where did I go wrong? When did it all go so bad for me? Right? This person may know exactly when.
And it has it on video.
Oh, that's right. May 19th, 2017.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Exactly.
All right, Andy. Thank you for the details. And, hey, please do keep us posted.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Keep us posted,
Andy
man.
Anonymous.
Either holler at us or email or Facebook or something, man. But keep in touch, Andy. Because, the school district doesn't really talk.
No, they never do.
They don't.
Yeah, so we got to find out, we got to get the word on the street. So, Andy, you are now the word on the street.
I appreciate it.
All right, then. You're the official Mike and Tricia word on the street.
Yep.
All right, good.
Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
7:54, Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 KISS FM.
Patty on today's Best Mix, 93.1 KISS FM.
Always wakes me up.
And now it's time for
Three things you need to know this morning.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, first thing you need to know about is that a lot of people over the weekend were talking about the closing down of 6 different bars around town.
Mm-hmm.
2 of just iconic El Paso bars, Brass Asp and Twins. That's on the Montana, right by Magruder, kind of near Bassett.
It's by where the big Kmart was closed.
Right,
the one
exactly,
off Montana.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it's between Bassett and Airway.
And it's real near the BMW.
Yeah. It's near where that overpass is.
Right.
And it's got that really weird
intersection.
Yeah.
It's a very weird intersection.
That always throws me off because I don't drive there that often.
Well, it always throws me off, and I drive there all the time.
Yeah, but you're coming back from one of those 2 bars.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Were you one of the harumphers? Were you one of the, we're going to miss that place?
Well, I am going to miss that place because we used to go there a bunch.
Yeah,
Brass
a lot of
Asp.
people did,
I mean,
man.
dude, that was like Central El Paso's bar, I mean, we just love that place.
And aren't those 2 places like neighbors?
Yeah. And so, I mean, now they're gone. And they're gone because allegedly, supposedly, or I guess for real,
I don't think it's allegedly.
Drug dealing was going on there by employees.
It was a pretty long investigation that TABC was involved in.
Yeah, and there were a number of other bars that were closed down, but drug dealing.
Yeah, but those are the 2 that were getting the most play on social media
because
they're
they've been
the
around
most
forever.
popular.
Yeah, they've been around forever, and everybody loved those bars.
Right.
So wah.
You can check out the list and the story on KissElPaso.com, FYI.
Another thing local that everybody's talking about, EPISD, apparently they charge $15 for your kid to get their cell phone back if it's confiscated during class and not being used for class purposes. Now, my question isn't why are you charging $15? I mean, that's a good question and everything.
Sure.
But my question is, what are you doing with the money?
Yeah.
Because see, KVIA did the story yesterday, and they were like, it's in the handbook and,
Sure,
and all
okay.
this stuff.
Well,
and they even asked another couple of, school districts around town, do they do this similar thing? And they do, to a certain extent.
Which extent? Do they all charge?
But there are some other, like I think it was YSD that there's a certain number of times or, what have you. And then one of them was like, if a kid gets it taken up, like more than once or 3 times or something like that, then the parent has to go in and talk to the principal or the assistant principal about it.
And what is the fee all about, though? What is it, like a storage fee?
See, that's the question. Those are the 2 questions that weren't asked was, what do you call the fee other than,
why
we want money?
Why you charge the fee to begin with?
Yeah, exactly.
You take the phone away, but why are you charging this fee?
Exactly. And then secondly, what are you doing with the money?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm real curious.
Yeah.
So I wrote an email to EPISD's PIO, and I asked, what's going on with it? I mean, it's y'all can charge a fee if you want.
Sure.
I mean, clearly.
Yeah. If it's in the handbook, it's in the handbook.
It's in the handbook.
But I'm still curious why you charge the fee, though.
Yeah, and I asked him, why? How did you come up with $15? Why not $5?
Right.
Why not $25?
Yeah.
What's the deal? How did you guys come up with that fee? And what why do you have that fee?
Sure.
And then the other question is, what do you do with the money?
Yeah. No reply yet?
No reply yet.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. And then the third is this video that's going crazy on Facebook.
Which one?
It's the little girl getting pulled off a pier into the water by a sea lion.
I saw that.
Dude.
Wow, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty scary. It's scary how fast it happens.
Yes.
That sea lion
and how strong.
is quick as lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because the
'cause
little girl is not
right
like
in.
a little girl.
No. This is not like a 2-year-old child.
Here's audio of the video that's gone viral. The first thing you're going to hear is some talking going on, and that's the people who are looking at this adorable sea lion that's right by there. I'm assuming the sea lion is getting fed because I mean that's what people do, right? When they sit there and they look at how adorable something is, and then you're going to hear some screaming because what happens is the little girl sits down with her back to the sea lion, and then quick as lightning, just snatches her off the pier. Listen.
Oh my God!
Right there, I think it's her father who jumps in. You hear the splash sound.
Right.
And quickly grabs her from out of its mouth. And then they pull them both out of the water.
Are you all right? Are you all right? You're not injured? You're good? Okay.
Yeah, the guy who said thank you, that's the father that jumped into the water.
Yeah, that's just crazy. And the thing is that it's not only so fast, but really, I mean, the force in which he pulls her down into the water is just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like fast and strong, and
Right.
it was just like, God, that is super scary.
Yeah.
So that video, yikes, and that's on KissElPaso.com.
Yeah, you can check it out as well on our website.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of experts think that it's because the sea lion thought that the little girl was food.
Right.
That I don't know why the color white, but apparently they're saying something about the white blouse she was wearing.
Uh-huh.
The sea lion seemed to think that it was food of some sort. I don't know.
Well, maybe because like some fishes have white underbellies.
Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. I just think the sea lion is a D-bag. Some of them are,
Wow.
Some of them are. 8:18, those are the 3 things you need to know, the 3 things people are talking about.
Okay.
Music awards.
Mm-hmm.
But last night, Drake broke her record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Adele's record was 12. Last night, Drake made it 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God, that's a lot of awards.
Yeah, right? Well, Billboard Music Awards loves them to Drake. And really, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Let me tell you what, huh? Especially that Hotline Bling thing.
Well, yeah.
I am so down with that song. Here, let me find a clip. No, because I am.
I know.
No, because I am.
You're just so cool like that.
Well, I am. Plus, I like when they really coolly, is that a word? Coolly? When they coolly sample a song from my days.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
You know, I love how he sampled that song.
I know.
826, it's
You're
93.1 Kiss FM. I feel
desperately
like you're
cool.
mocking me, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all right. Mock all you want, girl. I love me the hotline bling.
I know you do. I just think you're so cool.
Hell, I am. I'm pretty hip and happening.
You're pretty hip and happening.
I totally am the cat's pajamas.
You are the bee's knees. 23 Skidoo. It's all you.
867-5309, baby. Whatever that means. Beechwood 325.
Oh my.
1 Adam 12. 1 Adam 12. All right, never mind. Never mind. I was going to go into dumb high school moves, but never mind. I'll save it for later.
Okay.
We're going to have to take a break because this is totally getting out of control. Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 Kiss FM. Dude.
Here. It's where you were born, where you moved.
Mornings. Intrigued by that video. Just intrigued by it. East Lake High School.
Right.
Happened Friday. It's people. This is the video where a whole. It looks like there's some kind of riot going on in the hallway.
It does.
But it's after everybody was released from lunch period because somebody drove some motorbike down the hallway. Hear that?
That was a loud bike.
Yeah, that's the motorbike going down the hallway.
So we've learned a couple of things.
What have we learned?
Well, we've had a bunch of callers who called in, and a couple of them have said that it looks like a different hallway, but it's not. It's just a super long hallway.
Okay, I was wondering about that because it did look like it was a couple of hallways that the person had driven down.
Right, and then another person called and said that it was the hallway where the special needs kids were, and that some of the people were saying that it was upsetting because somebody could have wandered out into the hallway to see what was going on, and somebody could have gotten hurt.
Yeah, that does look like a really shiny, slick floor.
Well, and that's the other thing, that it's a shiny, slick floor, and it really could have gone awry.
It could have.
You know.
It could have.
The other thing is that apparently whoever rode the motorcycle to the school, they didn't ride it to the school. It got ridden. It got like transported on another vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly, allegedly, the school already has the license plate of the motorcycle and the license plate of the person who transported the motorcycle.
Yeah. Oh.
And then the last call we got was that
people forget that there's surveillance videos.
Yeah.
Although in this case, we're told, and this is all secondhand, this is just stuff that people are telling us on the phone, that somebody snitched him out.
Yeah, and then that's the last thing we
And that's how
got
they
told.
know.
Yeah.
That it was a male, and he is a senior.
Right.
And if those things are true, according to ABC7, who spoke to somebody with the Socorro Independent School District, one of the assistant principals, I believe it was, that person, well, for starters, won't be able to walk, will not be allowed to walk during graduation later this month, or next month, really. And secondly, criminal charges could happen as well, depending. You know, police get involved, and if they find something, and, you know, I'm sure they will.
Well, it's unlikely that you riding your motorcycle down this school hallway is going to be acceptable.
Yeah, or legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Harmless prank or dangerous stunt? 880-9393. And how it would affect your children. And if the person is found out, what should happen to him?
Yeah.
Should he be charged with some kind of criminal thing?
Should he not be allowed to walk?
Trespassing? Yeah, I think that's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
I think as soon as they find out who it is.
No, because you know what? For the longest time, remember, there were a few years that people were getting upset that the students didn't pass the STAR test, or what was it, and they weren't allowed to walk, and everybody was like, well, that's not fair, you know, it's not right. And so you're going to get people who are going to be like, it was just a prank.
Sure.
You know.
All right. Well, that is what it's being described as, a senior prank. So what do you think? Harmless prank or dangerous stunt? And how does it affect your children? 880-9393.
Hey, wake up.
Mike and And now, back to Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 KISS FM.
Hey, Jose. Hey, Jose. Hello. Jose.
Yes,
good morning.
Oh,
there
he
we go.
is.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
We thought you had changed your mind
I
or
know,
something.
I know. Okay, so
No, I'm here.
we're talking about that kid who drove a dirt bike down the hallway, and what school is it?
It was Eastlake.
Eastlake School. So we're wondering, is it just a harmless prank, nothing, no big deal, or is it like something that they should be punished for?
Dangerous stunt.
And how it affects your children.
You going with dangerous stunt?
Jose. Oopos.
Oh, man.
Dude, you're killing me, Smalls.
Why does it always happen to us? We get somebody on the phone and they drive through a dead area.
I know. They drive past UTEP.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, he's back. Can you hear me?
And he's back.
I can't hear Patricia. I can hear you, Mike.
Okay, all right. How about now? Can you hear her now?
How about now?
Yes.
Okay,
there you go.
Okay.
It almost feels like some SNL skit.
I know. Jose's setting me up, man. That's what it is. He's totally setting me up.
So you think it's a dangerous stunt, Jose?
No. It's a harmless prank.
A harmless prank?
Harmless prank.
He drove a motor vehicle down a school hallway.
Hey, just think of this. He's young. He's fearless. And you know what? I applaud him. When he turns 50 years old, like, take this off my bucket list.
Ay, Jose.
Yeah.
Some things you're going to be able to talk about with your friends, buddies, hanging out, having a beer.
Right.
I mean, it was harmless. I don't see nothing wrong with it. It was like, okay, he's a senior, he's ready to graduate, go head on to the next level of education.
Sure.
Or, become a juvenile delinquent until he's 50 years old.
He'll certainly have a great story to tell when they ask him, hey, why's that thing on your ankle?
I know, exactly. Why do they call you Big Daddy every time the cell door clanks shut? Come on, dude.
It wasn't a dangerous. It's not a dangerous stunt. Evil Knievel did dangerous stunts.
Evil Knievel broke every bone in his body. Dude, Jose.
This guy is a folk hero.
Whatever. Ay, Jose.
If there was a rap, yeah, maybe, but no. It's just like, he got everyone's attention.
There will be corridas written about him.
Oh, my God. Jose, do you have kids?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
my.
So,
but see, I'm 50 years old. I'm like, I wish I had done stuff like that to have fun throughout my youth.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now I'm like, hey, let him have fun.
Well, okay, so let me ask you then, Jose, what is the dumbest thing that you did when you were in school?
I was a very quiet kid. That's the thing. I was a shy kid. So no, I didn't do anything stupid. Yeah.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
You were a good kid all through high school.
Yes, sir.
Oh, baloney! I don't believe it for a second, Jose.
And now you regret that now? You feel like maybe you should have turned some goats loose or something?
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't believe Jose for a minute. Okay. Oh, I was a quiet guy.
Yeah.
Sure you were, Jose. Sure.
You know what I've noticed is that this kind of runs along gender lines.
It totally does. The women are all going, what?
Yeah,
what?
We've spoken to a couple of other guys, and all the guys feel like you. Like there should be like a corrida written about him.
I know. Take the guy out for a beer or something,
And Estúpido de East Lake High.
Yes, go East Lake.
By los Tigres de East Lake.
And then there's Jose. My God.
My hat's off to him.
All right, Jose.
Oh, good, Jose. Thanks,
buddy.
Encourage him, Jose.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, my God.
880-9393. What do you think? Was that just a harmless prank or a dangerous stunt.
Oh, wow.
At I-10 at Sunland Park Drive, see all our specials online at sunlandparkdodge.com. Includes dealer discount at factory rebate, 78 months at 3.5% APR plus TTNL with approved credit. 0 APR for 84 months is $11.90 per month per thousand finance. Trade balance refinance and new loan. Subject to lender approval. In-stock units. Offers don't combine.
The staff at Rental Network is committed to helping both owners and tenants find the help they need when it comes to renting a home. They provide full-service property management and leasing services. For more information, call 581-4900 or go online to rentalnetwork-elpaso.com.
Neon Desert Music Festival is back. Presented by Southwest University. Memorial Day weekend, May 27th and 28th in downtown El Paso. Featuring Hardwell, Foster the People, Alesso, and Nelly. Plus, Ghostland Observatory, Khalid, Mon Laferte, and more. For tickets and info, visit NeonDesertMusicFestival.com. With support from Southwest University, Dos Equis, Whataburger, Malibu Rum, and Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Do you hear that sound? I know it's quiet, but that's a sound of clean, cool air. We've been providing cool air to El Paso since 1980. We are King's Air. King's Air is the first name in air conditioning. King's Air is an independent train dealer. Why? Because it's hard to stop a train. Since 1980, King's Air has been here, and will continue to be here. Call 592-2997 or visit kingsair.com.
This is a wake-up call.
You're listening to Mike and Tricia.
Good morning.
Good morning. 93.1 KISS FM.
Hey, Yvonne.
Good morning.
Okay, so we're talking about the East Lake pranks. Supposedly, it's a senior boy who did it. Went up and down a hallway, in a motorbike. So what do you think? Dangerous stunt or harmless prank?
Well, since nobody got hurt, I'm going to go with harmless prank.
Harmless prank.
Okay.
All right. I guess, if you're going to take our question literally, it was not a dangerous stunt since no one did get hurt.
True.
Right.
Do you think that this person, whom we understand people at the school know who it was, and could have already been snitched out, do you think he should be allowed to walk?
For graduation?
Well, because the walking is not for him, it's for his parents.
Okay.
Do you think they're really proud of him right now?
If
you know what?
If this was
People
your kid,
just take life so serious.
Yeah, you think SISD has a stick in the mud kind of mentality? Do you think all school districts have a stick in the mud kind of mentality when it comes to senior pranks?
Relax a little bit.
They need
if
to
nobody
relax,
got hurt, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So somebody getting hurt, that's where you draw the line.
Right.
But in this case, it could have, but it didn't, so it's a harmless prank.
Could have, it didn't happen, so yeah, it's a harmless prank.
All right. Thank you, Yvonne.
Thanks,
All
Yvonne.
right, you guys have a good day.
You too. Okay, let's see. Who be this?
This is Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Okay, so harmless prank or dangerous stunt?
It's a dangerous, stupid stunt.
Okay, so even though nobody,
dangerous, it's stupid.
It's stupid.
Too.
It's so even though nobody got hurt, it's still a dangerous stunt.
We are so immature sometimes when we're teenagers again, and I was one. I don't want to sound like a grandma, but there have to be consequences. So it's a near miss. That's what we call it. When somebody almost didn't die or almost didn't get hurt, it's a near miss. So again, we're all happy and cheering because nobody got hurt, but we turn into terrible, ugly feelings when there's like fatality.
Yeah.
So I don't think there should be a double standard. Therefore, I think there should be a punishment.
Right.
Well, and the problem I have with it is that it encourages other kids to do something bigger.
That's exactly. There's no consequences, and sometimes again they see one happening, and they'll for sure want to be the biggest name,
right.
or I'm going to do it twice as ugly, or whatever.
Right.
Because again, when you're a teenager, you don't, I don't know, you don't get the amount of consciousness. I guess you're fearless. You're made out of rubber, and everyone else is. So, no, you need to set the example. The school has to set the example, and therefore, again, I think he should just not walk at all.
Well, and it's kind of like, teaching your kid, to look both ways before they cross the street. Sure, it's entirely possible they could cross the street a whole bunch without getting hit by a car, or somebody would screech to a stop to prevent them, from getting hit.
Accidents happen in a fraction of a second.
Exactly, because that kid could have wiped out and really gotten hurt. He could have wiped out and hit somebody with the bike as the bike goes skidding down the hallway.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. What about Christine? What about criminal charges? Do you think criminal charges should be filed?
Well, that's entirely into the protocol of the school. I do believe that the punishment should be severe enough, and I think for teenagers graduating, probably not walking should be enough. But again, it's just a ticking bomb, I think. If that teenager is not reprehended, or if he just gets all the honors, right, and everybody's going to applaud him, he's going to become a hero, and again, there's going to be someone else following after him. So
I got to go with you, man.
Yeah.
I'll put my granny pants. Again, I'm not as old as I might sound.
Yeah.
But no, I have kids, and I wonder what would have happened if, again, a fatality, somebody's dying or several people dying.
Sure.
Yeah. High schools are lately with a lot of bad news, and you don't want that to happen here in the city. So I think the punishment should be, again, not criminal, but maybe as harsh as for that person to not be able to graduate or walk.
Sure. So administrative consequences, not criminal
Most definitely.
consequences,
Right.
not legal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with
Christine,
you, girl. I'm putting
thank
on my
you.
granny panties, too.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm taking them off right now.
Okay.
How do both of you feel about kids on your lawn?
Harumph! I'm harumphing. Get off my lawn.
Thank you, Christine.
Thanks, Christine.
Today's best mix, 93.1 Kiss FM is KSIR.